Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy PolarAndyman.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Polar Clay, back with another video, and Andy's gonna explain what we're gonna be doing today.
All right, so today we're doing a Call of Duty Zombies Treyarch only listing
Yes, ranking,
from
yeah.
ranking from worst to best. All right,
Yes.
so who's gonna list their least favorite map?
All right, who's gonna go first? I mean, you know what? You're the
Yeah,
special guest on this channel. You go first, my friend.
all right. So I have as my least favorite map Die Rise. Just absolute, just trash.
Factual statement, as my least favorite map is as well Die Rise. Josh spat a fact about this map. He said the best part about this map is the who's who per jingle. Fact. That is the best part about this map, and the
That's
Sliquifier.
true.
So yeah, that's our least favorite map. Horrible map, and yeah.
So, I was giving it dramatic effect.
Oh,
All right, so at 29, I have Zetsubo no Shima
what? Okay, you need to give an explanation, really. 29.
because whenever I play that map, I either
Have
end
you
up
played?
being the only one alive because I play with Franco and Johnny. I'll be the only one alive. I'll not have anywhere but here, and I'll have to rely on somebody else. And just, I hate mud.
So you
And
hate
the fact that
Origins?
yeah, well, Origins is good because that's OG. That's a staple. But Zetsubo, it's just revolving around. They might as well add Shrek into the map. Then I'll put it at number one. If they add Shrek, it'll be my favorite map. But since they don't have Shrek, it's all about mud. You're in a swamp. There's spiders that try and eat your butthole. It's at 29.
All right. Coming in at my 29th spot is the second of the only two maps that I genuinely think are bad. Die Rise obviously being the other one, and that's Voyage of Despair. Voyage of Despair, horrible map. Aesthetic, great. Location of the map, great. Titanic is awesome. But the problem with this map is they didn't include the Titanic with any steps of the Easter egg, with the Easter egg in general. Like Lex pointed out, you're shooting planets on the Titanic. Why? You're shooting Odin's Eye on the Titanic. Why? And then in the end, everyone just dies anyways. Like there's no emotional connection to this map when it's on the Titanic, and there should be. So that's why it's at my 29th spot.
All right. Well, to go off of your Voyager Despair rant at 29, I have it at 28
Yeah,
because
horrible.
I think it's a better map than Zetsubo no Shima. But in the end, why do you all have to die? It's just like the real Titanic in that aspect. Why does everybody else have to die
Exactly.
besides the few survivors? There was definitely enough room on that door or whatever it was. I don't even remember. There was enough room.
On that door? What are you?
Whatever wooden thing that they hopped on, or at least one did. The
Boat?
other one got oofed.
All right. All right. Coming in at my 28th spot, I have Nocturne Totem. I mean, it's not a bad map. It's the first map, so it's just boring, you know. It's like it's almost unfair to rank it, but you gotta rank it, and it's the OG, but just boring.
All right, so at 27, I have Shino Numa.
Respectable.
Just for the fact that it's not like the best map. It's not very well put together. It's
Yeah.
just you start out in a room, you look at Peter, ask him how it's hanging, or how is it hanging, and then you just there's more mud and no Shrek again. So I just can't like that map.
Okay, so
All
coming
right.
in at my 27 spot, I have Verrucht. Introduced perks, introduced traps, but it's not the best. It's definitely the most scary map, but I mean, I just don't really like the map. That's all there is to it.
All right, at 26, I have Shangri-La
Yeah.
because why would a monkey come out of nowhere and steal a perk from me? Or not a perk, like a drop from me. Why? I know that you can get like you can get a better drop, but what if I really wanted a carpenter?
Carpenter.
Like, what if I really wanted that?
Wait, so you put 26 Shangri-La?
Yeah.
Okay, 26 I put Nuketown Zombies. Most people say it's a combat training. I can understand that. And you can have fun on this map, but like it's just a MP remake. Alpha Omega, I feel like there was love put into it. With this map, there's just nothing special besides the perk drops, but that's not really good. So, yeah.
All right. At 25, some people probably won't like this, but I have Revelation
Okay.
because the same way that Travis gets bored on Knocked, I get bored on Revelation having to go through about 42 different maps just to do an Easter egg. It's just there's no real point in
Understandable.
going through all of the different maps.
At 25, I have Shangri-La. So many people like this map, and I'm just like, it's really not that good. And it's not even the fact that it's hard. I quit this map because I'm bored before I even die anyways. So, like, it's not that. But I do have to say, this is the most beautiful map. And the baby, the baby maker, one of the best wonder weapons ever. It's very cool. But I just don't like Shang.
Can't forget about the monkeys.
Now, the monkeys are kind of chill on that map because they can give you max ammos.
Nah, if they're monkey with an E, just let them run free. Monkey with a Y, get him out of here.
Ooh, yikes, dude.
All right, at 24, I have Alpha Omega.
Okay.
It's just
meh.
eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24 people are gonna be mad because I put this above Shangri-La, but I have Blood of the Dead. I don't know. I genuinely don't know why I put it above Shang. I just like it better. Like, obviously, it has very tiny aspects of Mob of the Dead, which puts it higher. But this is one of the few maps where I actually did the Easter egg. Well, not one of the few. I've done about like 10 Easter eggs. I did it, and like, it's such a bad Easter egg, but once I completed it, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I felt like the weight was lifted off of my shoulders. Like, it just felt so good when I finally completed that map, and yeah, it's still a shit map, but whatever.
All right. I have 23. Tag Der Untoten.
It's Toten.
The only Oh. Oh wait, I have Untoten written above it. Okay. I was just reading off of a different one. I combined the two. All right. So the only real cool thing that I liked about this map, I mean, yeah, there's zip lines, which are pretty cool. You can play this map on Roblox, which is pretty cool.
Wait, you can
But-
play tag on Roblox?
Yeah, there's a version on Roblox.
Oh, baller.
And you can also throw snowballs at people, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
But other than that, it's
Yeah. It's just
It-
like it's the last
and
two
the fact-
maps of BO4.
yeah,
Just
and
meh.
it's just the fact that it's on BO4. I feel like if it was on BO3
Oh, it would be
and
beautiful.
it would have run better. Yeah,
Dude, if it was on
especially with the
BO3.
snow, but with being on BO4's engine, just can't rank it any higher.
Yeah, understandable. 23. People are going to get mad. I have Kino der Toten. Listen, Kino is boring, and I am going to quote MC Sport Talk on this. It looks like someone just, I forget what he said for the first part, but he said like someone just ate shit and then ate crumbled up newspaper, threw it up, and then just slapped it on the wall, just everywhere, all over the walls. They painted the walls with thrown up newspapers. It looks horrible. The Nova crawlers are garbage. Thunder Gun's cool. I mean, obviously it's a Thunder Gun, but there's just nothing crazy about this map. I don't understand how people love it so much. I do not like it.
At 22, I have Mob
Mob of the Dead.
because, yeah, I didn't personally like too much about that map besides the boss battle or the boss fight. I
Oh
thought
wait,
that
do you
was
mean
pretty
Blood
cool.
of the Dead?
Um, boss battle was the only really interesting part.
All right. Wait, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
22. I have Moon. Look, don't get mad at me. Actually, you know what? No, get mad at me. I don't care. Everything that people like about this map, I don't like, except for the wave gun. Wave gun's cool, but the one thing that people don't like this map for is the anti-gravity. That's the only reason I like this map. It's fun. You just jump around everywhere, just flailing your arms out. You know, it's baller. That's why it's at 22.
At 21, I have Knocked. I just feel like
It's just knocked.
yeah, just get bored.
Yeah.
The real substance.
Yeah. 21, I have Transit. Now look, this is a horrible map. But if you are playing it with the right group of friends, in my opinion, it is the most fun map. It is the most fun map. Oh shoot. He left the disc. In my opinion, it is the most fun map if you have the right friends. Like, you don't even have to do all 4. You can just do 2. Like, me and Andy played it the other day. It was fun. Like, I had a great time. But if you're playing with 4 people, oof. Like, for example, me, Andy, Franco, Johnny, that's a great map. That's a great map with that squad. But other than that, it's poo-poo. It's Transit.
Yeah. All right. At 20. All right, we're down 10, we're at 20. Right? At 20, I have Ancient Evil. It's another map that I think if it were on BO3, it would have been a million times better. Just the
Yeah.
fact that it's on BO4's engine, I don't particularly like it.
Dude, it's a great map, but I mean, I have to agree with you with the BO3 thing. But at 20,
Yeah.
I have Classified. I mean, everyone, in most people's opinion, 5 is better. Classified, I mean, the Easter egg is getting to around 150. Nobody wants to do that on Black Ops 4. It's on Black Ops 4. I like how the Winter's Howl is a bit better. I actually quite liked using the Winter's Howl on this map, but eh.
All right. At 19, I have Nuketown. It's just something about having a map that's been in the game in multiplayer for so many years and to have it put into a zombies map, it's just why? At that point, I think you're just running out of ideas.
Yeah. Yeah.
The developers were at the end of their timeline. They were just like, all right, let's just throw this one.
Yeah. At 19, I have Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega, it can be a fun map. Easter egg is easy, but kind of like, eh. But I am one of the few people that really, really likes the ray guns. Like, you can't tell me when the ray gun first came out, like a couple maps after, you would not, like, die for dual wield ray guns, things like that. Like, most people are always like, oh, the dual wield ray guns suck. Statistically, yeah, but it's dual wield ray guns. Like, you can't defeat that. Like, it is just, I love the ray guns on this map, but other than that, very meh.
At 18, I have Moon. Anti-gravity is cool. It's just when you have to fight the astronauts, you have to waste ammo on something that you're not going to get anything from.
Yeah, they're kind of annoying.
It's just the efficiency isn't there, and efficiency is in Polar Clay's favor saying.
Efficiency over life.
So,
All right, at 18 for me, I have Zetsubu no Shima. Look, Zetsubo, it's a great map. Well, I wouldn't say great. It's a good map. Every map on BO3 is at least good. But with Zetsubo, I'm just like, I mean, look at the other options that I have. I have the Ryzen, Dracorod, Krovi, Revelations, Shadows, even the Giant, and I'm just like, I don't want to play Zetsubo. Not when I have these options of maps. So that's why it's at 18.
all right, at 17, I have Verruct. I personally
17.
the map is good. It's definitely a staple for zombie,
Yeah,
but
perks.
when I played this game at like 2 in the morning and I turn around and see a sprinter running at me that I didn't hear, I screamed at the top of my lungs. I can never forgive this map for that experience.
Yeah. So at 17 for me, I have Togger Toten. So I made it to the boss fight on this map. And when I was doing the Easter egg, there were some steps where I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty, enjoyable. That's interesting. And then there were some steps of the Easter egg that I was just like, why? Like, do I really have to do this? And I mean, it's automatically like a pretty good map on my list just because I love Call of the Dead. But I think it was a huge downgrade from Call of the Dead, so that's why it's at 17 for me.
All right, at 16, I have um now I believe I have Mob of the Dead.
Wow,
So
so
I had to
steady.
switch the two because I wrote the wrong thing.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
So I liked Mob of the Dead, uh, definitely more than Blood of the Dead. But
16.
it's just one of those maps where remaking can either go really well or really, really bad,
That's true.
and it just depends on your opinion how you feel about the remake.
Yeah, that's true. At we were on 16, right?
Yeah.
Okay, at 16 for me, I have Revelations. Revelations, it's not new. The new parts of the map are Spawn and the inside the Apothecon, which neither are very interesting. Like, they're not very interesting. But when I'm doing this Easter egg, I'm actually having some decent fun. Like, the steps are stupid. Okay. The steps are stupid, but they can be fun. I'm not searching for an egg. Searching for an egg is poo poo, but besides that, I think it can be a fun Easter egg, and that is why it's at 16 for me.
All right. At 15, I have five. Um,
Respectable.
it's just it's
It's 5.
it's not its counterpart.
Oh, wow. You like Class 5 better?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. At 15, I have D Machine. D Machine, it's I can see that it's a great map, but I just haven't played that much. Like, I'm pretty sure, not time wise, but like gameplay wise, I have more experience on Firebase C than I do on D Machine. Like, the only reason I have more time is because I got to like round 35 with Josh. Like, I just haven't played that much. I don't even know the first step of the Easter egg. Well, I guess like getting pack punched and stuff, but like the first genuine step of the Easter egg, I don't even know. So that's why it's still on my list. I just haven't played it that much.
All right. At Fortnite, I have Kino.
Fortnite.
14, not Fortnite.
I
I
thought you
have
purposely
Kino.
said that.
Yeah. No.
That's
I have
going in the
Kino.
video, dude.
Um, it's just a map that I get pretty bored on.
Yeah, Exactly. Even with a good group of
Uh,
friends, it's still pretty boring.
I do like just like bombing zombies from above,
Oh yeah, true.
which is pretty fun. But other than that, that's
Yeah.
about it for that map.
At 14, I have Firebase Z. I said I had more experience gameplay wise than D Machine, but I still don't have that much experience. It's been out for like a week. Um, I at least know, like, I actually know almost the whole Easter egg just because I've gone for a few attempts. And I probably would have completed it by now if those attempts weren't late at night, like right before I was gonna go to bed. Right before I was gonna go to bed. Um, and like, yeah, it's a good map. It's like the fact that it's in Vietnam is really cool, but I've heard some bad things about the boss fight, and I've seen the boss fight, and I'm like, that's just a like a tree version of Godzilla. Like I don't really like that.
Um, all right. I have 13 as buried.
Okay.
Um, it was a cool map for when it came out, but now looking at the expectations of what a zombies map should be nowadays, especially after the downfall of BO4, that map just it doesn't add up to what a proper zombies map should be.
Okay, interesting. At 13, I have 5. 5, it's a hard map. It's a great map. Pentagon Thief is sick. I actually like the random, when you go into the teleporter, I actually like the random locations. Like, it's a mystery. Like, am I going to end up in this or that? Like, stuff, things like that. And, yeah, that's about it.
All right, at 12, I know a certain friend of mine in a certain Discord call is gonna exactly enjoy this ranking, but I have Garage Trophy
Oh.
at 12. Oh,
I mean, I'm not
um,
gonna hate it. I mean, it's 12. It's still pretty good. Top 15.
Garage Trophy is just one of those maps where you can have a lot of fun on it with the boys, but there's a bunch of like tedious stuff. And if it gets too nitpicky, I just get bored.
Okay, I can understand that. At 12 for me, I have Darius. Look, Darius is an absolute classic. Introduced Pack Punch, revolutionary stuff like that. But I don't like how in BO3's version the Easter egg is literally shooting 3 things and picking up something from the furnace. I think if we were including custom map counterparts, like so declassified, this map would probably like almost be in my top 5 because I love that declassified custom map. The Easter egg on that map is very cool. I'm working on a YouTube video just completing that Easter egg, but I haven't completed it yet, sadly. But it's a great map either way. It's an absolute classic either way, so that's why it's at 12.
Um, at 11, I've classified. I just like it better than 5. Um,
Okay.
I the same way that Polar Clay doesn't like or he likes the uh random location. I don't
Yeah.
because I'm stupid. And if I go somewhere that I'm not familiar with, I just spin around until I die. I
Yeah.
don't want to be there.
Yeah, most people don't like the random, but I kind of like it. Um, at 11 for me, I have buried. Buried, uh, very it I don't know how you would say it. It innovated. It innovated quite a bit. Paralyzer, probably one of the most fun wonder weapons of all time. I mean, you can just like fly in the air, just vibing. Rega Mark 2 was introduced on this map. Very cool wonder weapon. I love the use of Leroy. I mean, I can understand if you're constantly playing that map and if you have to use Leroy like every second of every minute, that can be annoying. But I haven't played it that much, so I think it's a great map.
Um, all right, at 10.
Top 10.
All right, so we're down 20. Yep, top 10. I have Ascension. Um, Now we've all seen the clip that Travis posted today. Um, so I can't comment very much on that. Um, but I do personally like Ascension, especially when you're playing with friends, especially newer friends. It's kind of cool to present them the map and fly around. When I was
Yes.
playing split screen with my brother and Travis playing split screen with his brother,
Oh my.
it did get kind of dangerous because my brother just left the building. He didn't care anymore, and then Nick just went off. He was like the best zombies player I've ever seen at that
Facts,
moment.
bro. We got to like round 28. I was like, damn.
And I was literally down 40 times because I had to protect Ryan thinking he would come back. 25 rounds later, he's just still not here.
Oh my. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hard agree as my number 10 is Ascension as well. It's kind of funny for me. Well, not funny, but like funny. This map for me is probably like a top 5 soloable maps. Like, if I'm just trying to play some zombies, for some reason, I just gravitate towards Ascension. Like, I remember, for some reason, I remember this, like, specifically, I was, like, in a youth group Zoom, and I was just like, I'm gonna play some zombies, you know what, I'm gonna play some Ascension, and I still had a great time, even, like, having to listen to, like, the youth group stuff, and, yeah, it's just a fun map, and I think that the Thunder Gun is better on Ascension than it is on Kino. Come on.
I could agree with that. Um, at 9, I have Darius. It's a, it's just any original zombies map. It's just a staple for zombies in general. That's
Yeah.
what gave it its upbringing. It's just unless you're playing with the boys, if you're doing like a catwalk strat, that's pretty fun, especially on older zombies, not
Oh, War at
BU3.
War.
It's the giant. But when I play on World at War, ooh, that game is fun.
Facts. War at War, Darius is good. At number 9, I have Mob of the Dead. Now, people watching this video, don't get mad at me that I only put it at 9 and not in like my top 5. Look, it actually, me putting it at number 9 just goes to show you how great of a map it is, because I got Mob of the Dead a couple months ago, but I still have only played it like 2 or 3 times, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I have not played it that much, and it's still at number 9, and I have probably not even half an hour on that map. That just goes to show you how great of a map it is. I don't even need to play it that much to know that it's good. And yeah, it's on Alcatraz, which is sick, and that's all I gotta say.
All right. At 8, I have Origins.
Wow.
And
8.
although I've been going on a tangent about mud, I hate mud on older Origins. I think the mud, it doesn't take away from the map's other just high points. You have a robot that
Exactly.
comes steps on you. You have stabs that you have, like, if you're playing especially with other people, you can have a staff for everybody. You don't have to just have one person with a one wound. I like that part. It's fun to play with other people.
Yeah. And it was the first map to introduce like 4 different elemental wonder weapons. And that's what I think like keeps it from being perfect is the mud. Dude, it wasn't that bad. At number 8, oh yes, dude. I have the lad Dead of the Night. Come at me. Come at me, Noah J456. Come at me. Dead of the Night is a great map. The wonder weapon, I don't even care. It is sick. Everyone's like, oh, it's just a ray gun. Does the ray gun have 4 different elements? I don't think so. I don't think so. And people are always like, oh my gosh, well, there's so many parts on this map. And Noah J, you're the one that was like, oh, parts are a problem on every map because of 3 different spawn locations. Shut up, use your brain. All you gotta do is memorize that shit. And then guess what, Noah J, all you gotta do is open a tab menu, and then you see everything. You see everything. Because I know that was a problem with you when you played at 3 a.m. Loud Ones podcast. And the Easter egg, I think it's great. This is another one of those maps that I actually have fun playing on solo. Easter egg, most people are like, oh, it's confusing. No, it's fun. It's a chill time. And that's why I love Dead of Night. Oh, and the bosses are pretty bad, but they look cool.
All right, at 7, I have Shadows of Evil. Now, I don't think they could have introduced BO3 better than Shadows of Evil.
Yeah.
You had they checked off every point. A great Easter egg. You could play with friends or you could play solo. You could teleport into an underground, what was it, subway?
Yeah, I think it was a subway.
And that's where you have Pack-a-Punch. That was amazing. There was
the boss fight.
Yeah. Just the engine, the way it runs Shadows, it was all amazing.
Yeah,
it was perfect.
It looked amazing, yeah. Yeah. Shadows is a great map. At number 7, I have 9. 9 is a great map. In my opinion, it is the most fun Easter egg. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's the most fun Easter egg in my opinion. Like, you could, like, poop on this map. I mean, every map that has poop is great. Dead of Night has poop. 9 has poop. I mean, you never know. Origins, the mud could be poop. I mean, we don't know. 9 is just a great map. Wonder Weapon is very, very unique, and it's the only map in BO4 that fits in BO4 just because of, like, the perks being in each temple. And, you know, that's just really cool. And the boss fight, amazing. There's barely anything I can say bad about 9.
All right. At 6, I have Firebase Z.
Wow.
And I was a fan of this map up until I saw the boss fight, because I thought it was fairly underwhelming.
I mean, you still clearly are a fan of the map.
I am. I just wish if there was a stronger boss fight.
Yeah, I mean, you can laser beam that thing.
It would have been top 3 at least.
Wow.
But the fact that the doctor just starts vibing, it's just, who could have asked for a better Easter egg step than watching the doctor vibe?
Facts, dude. I've witnessed them vibe. Oof, he's got some moves.
Oh.
Coming in at number 6 for me, one above Andy, I got Shadows of Evil. Amazing map. I mean, it's in a New York City styled location. The aesthetic is amazing. The graphics on BO3's engine, oof. Oh boy, man, it is amazing. And the Easter egg is great, except for the fact that you need 4 players to fully complete it. But the thing with that is most people don't even like the last step anyways. So, like, it's still a great Easter egg. And I mean, like Andy said, it was the perfect way to introduce BO3. Because I think if you introduced BO3 with Horizon, people wouldn't like it as much because you had Origins right before that. So I think putting Horizon 1 after was a good play.
Yeah. All right. At my number 5 spot, top 5 now, I have 9.
Ooh. Okay.
This makes my top 5 because although it's on BO4's engine,
It fits.
it was just the way BO4 made perks, all of those factors, just trying to bring this map down. But then when you actually play it, it's amazing. You have a really just gladiator-esque boss battle. I am the one who takes care of the poop, so that's the best role to have. I also I don't know if it's because I go down a lot. I've never gone down, but I've forced myself to go down to get the poop. The way you can play with friends, although me, Travis, and Franco were in the boss fight and it blue screened.
It did do that.
The
only reason it wasn't a blue screen is because we're on Xbox.
Yeah. If it was on PC, it would have been a blue screen. I probably would have uninstalled, but it wouldn't have been a record time. It's just a fun map to play solos with other people. Me and Travis played it the other day, just us two. It was a good time.
It was a ballin' map, yeah. Coming in at number 5, Lex, I know you're watching. I got the lad Call of the Dead. Call of the Dead. I think there's two things bad about this map, but that's what ruins it because they're horrible things. The fog and stuff, that it just makes the map look all just eh. And then George Romero. But besides that, I love the layout. Kind of, you do have to kind of take a whole hike to get to Jug, but I still like the layout. I like how you got boat on one side, lighthouse on one side, and then they just kind of like meet up, and like I just, oh, this map is amazing.
All right. So, my number 4 spot. Okay, I might butcher the name, but D Machine. I'm assuming that's the name.
Yeah, that's cool.
I have that at number 4. I liked it because of the amount of just how much it had that could go wrong with it, or how much there was that could have went wrong. If that map wasn't executed properly, that could have very well been the end of Zombies
True.
or Call of Duty,
Yeah.
because there is a large portion of players who play Call of Duty just for zombies. And if that map didn't do well, especially after BO4's just disaster, just all around, besides 9, that was amazing. Big ups 9. If this map didn't do well, it could have been the end. It wasn't. It did pretty well. It's pretty fun to play, especially if you know the Easter egg. So yeah, that's why I have it at my number 4 spot.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said at the beginning, I mean, you saw people like Tim the Tapman encourage JD playing it. That's how you know it's a pretty good map. 3 coming in at number. Oh wait, no, 4 for me. I have Garage Crovey. Garage Crovey, great map, great boss fight, very good Easter egg, great aesthetic. I love the it's a real Russian feel. I mean, you can kind of tell that you're in Russia, and I love the layout. Like, either go, it's like a classic zombie map. You go to the left or you go to the right. Who knows, you know? Like, it's beautiful map. And I love the Rega Mark 3s, even though they drop off at round 50. I don't go for high rounds, so it doesn't matter. But great map, great map.
All right. And number 3, I have Call of the Dead.
Woo!
That map it's just amazing. I feel like if they should remaster that, if, say, BO4 hasn't come out yet, we're hypothetically, and that map was to be remastered on BO3, and you would have just take away the fog, you know how amazing that map would be?
Facts. Why do they have to put Shang and Moon in just putting Call of the Dead?
If they can have a remastered Call of the Dead that actually like marks what the players want with better graphics, that map is taking everybody's number 1 spot, except for mine. You can't take mine.
Probably. Oh. Yep. Coming in at number 2. Oh wait, no, crap. I keep coming in at number 3. I have Origins. I mean, it's Origins. It's an absolute classic. You got the 4 elemental staffs. I'm like the only person on the universe that's favored is the lightning staff. We don't talk about it, but we got all the boom, bam, everything's just getting thrown at you out of thin air. You know, you got those robots, you got the Panzerschreck, you got the generator people. You know, you got the generators, you got everything about this map is great except the mud. That's what makes it not a perfect map, is the mud.
Yeah, I can respect that. At number 2, okay, number 2, I have Horizon Track.
Ooh, number 2.
You can do that map solo. You can do it with the boys, which is how we do it. Although I got scammed out of my first actual win in that, or my first time beating that, I got scammed because they didn't give me the worm. Um, but they gave me the achievement on Xbox. I actually
Oh
beat it.
yeah, because Chris told you, "Oh,
Uh,
close app, it's fine."
yeah, because I was going to save Gobblegums because I was a lower level at this point. But all of the factors just combined. I go for Wolfbow. Just it's not that I'm not capable of doing other bows. I certainly am, especially after seeing what Chris did. This man got Firebow on round
No, he
26.
got the fire arrow on round 26.
Oh yeah, not even all of the zombies that he need to kill for the
He
souls.
got that on round
I
27.
I just the fact that I can spawn in a wolf to do a certain step with, that's pretty cool. All around good map, my number 2 spot.
Yep. And this map is so good. I'm gonna stand up for number 2. I'm standing up for number 2. Number 2. Number 2, Ancient Evil. Ancient Evil is a great map with a great Easter egg, with the best Easter egg step in all of Zombies, the amphitheater step. You are straight vibing on that step. You cannot tell me when you're doing that step you're just up, just busting moves. Like, you are absolutely vibing. Lex was like, "Oh my gosh, the Easter egg is poo-poo." How? The only no, it's not even a bad step. The only hard step of this Easter egg is the raw step. But you gotta have a challenge throughout the easy stuff, so it makes sense. And the 4 elemental stuff, people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's another copy." When have you seen light? When have you seen earth? When have you seen death? Like, you're literally Avatar the Last Airbender on this map. Like, you are just airbending, earthbending, waterbending, firebending. It is amazing. And the Pegasus Strike is sick. And I love this map. The boss fight, both of them, the Pegasus and the dude. And personally, I really like Greek mythology, so it's kind of a little bit cooler to me than most, just because I like Greek mythology, and that is why it is at numero 2.
All right. Well, now that you did that, especially to your mic, I am going to have to. My number 1 favorite zombies map of all
What is happening?
is Transit. Transit is the best zombies map of all time, especially with other people playing. Stop debating.
What is happening with your mic, dude? I could barely hear you that whole time. Well, I could hear you, but it was so staticky. Oh my god.
Transit, best map of all time. There's no debate, especially with the boys,
No
or
debate.
even 2 people. It's the best.
It's true. Coming in at my number 1 spot, in my opinion, the only genuinely perfect map in I think there is nothing bad about this map. The Horizon track. I mean, it's most people favorite map. It's statistically most people favorite map because MC Sports Talk, he gathered the data and he did the math and he got that Horizon was statistically the best. I mean, come on, you got the elemental bows, you got some different type bows. It wasn't just, the original like lightning, fire, stuff like that. You got a wolf bow. A wolf bow? I mean, you can't. That is sick. You got a void bow that the skull shoot out. My favorite bow is probably void, but my preferred one is lightning. The Easter egg, probably, I said 9 was my favorite Easter egg. This is probably the best Easter egg in my opinion. I mean, it is absolute great Easter egg. First ever like genuine boss fight. That was amazing. Obviously, it looks amazing because it's on BO3. And, there was another thing I wanted to say. I don't know, whatever. It's a great map.
Is it Play Transit?
What?
I think you were about to say everybody has to go and play Transit because it's the best map of all time. Oh yeah, play Transit. Transit number one truly.
And
Yeah, everybody go and play Transit right now.
yep. And
It's
I
very,
think we
very
both
good.
we each forgot to mention one map. I forgot to mention Shino Numa. I didn't hear Dead of the Night on your list.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't hear it either.
Yeah, Shino Numa, that would be probably like right above Varuk, so 26, I guess.
All right. For me, Dead of the Night would probably be around uh 17 to 22 within there. Feel like that's a fair ranking for that map. It's just it's long. There's no real reason to play for that long.
Alright. And that is going to conclude this video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go hit the like button. Go subscribe. Subscribe to the boy, PolarAndyman.
Oh, yeah.
And
Do that.
yes, do it.
But most importantly, go and play Transit. Transit. You won't be disappointed, I promise. Facts.
And
Go get
make sure you
4
go
of your friends to all play Transit. You won't be disappointed at all. Guaranteed 100%.
Facts. And the people watching my YouTube streams, I don't ever see y'all on Twitch. Come on, what's happening, bro? Come on. Twitch.tv/PolarClay1 more.
I'll tune in tonight. I am guilty of not tuning in.
I only see my boy Grant.
But I'm not used to you being banned on YouTube.
Yeah, true. But that is gonna do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any very different opinions, just leave them in the comments. I want to see some of y'all's. I want to see y'all top 5. Give me your top 5 in the comments. I want to see them. And I hope you all enjoy this video. Peace.